One of my oldest memories with Gray is from when I was in preschool. Every day after school, Gray would come home and he would teach us what he learned in class. He was loving, he was dependable, he was intelligent, and he was true. Gray talked with me about his suicidality once. I remember he brought it up to me that sometimes he got really lonely and it got really hard. And he felt like his life was a sine wave of happiness and sadness, and sometimes the highs were really high and sometimes the lows were really low.
There was a stigma that existed within mental illness. It didn't matter what I said at that point. It was so ingrained in him that this was something to be ashamed of, that he felt it was better to take his own life than to face that shame and that disappointment. But I would have done anything to get him any help he needed. I would not have been ashamed. He would not have disappointed me. In fact, I would have been so grateful and honored that he felt he could have shared with me that he needed help.
Stories about depression and suicide like Grayson's are so heartbreaking. Suicide rates for youth and adolescents have risen 57% since the year 2000. Mood disorders are the second greatest cause of hospitalization in the United States for ages 18 to 44. The CHAAMP program is playing a critical role with innovative research that will lead to new treatments and discoveries that will allow us to improve the mental health of our youth.
The goal of CHAAMP is to conduct cutting-edge research in the area of youth mood and anxiety disorders, to develop new treatment protocols, and to train the next generation of clinician scientists to continue to do this work for years to come. We have grown considerably since CHAAMP launched 2 years ago. We've gathered research funding and started new research projects in a number of areas. We've also hired new faculty and research staff to help us conduct this research. I'm so excited to share that we've also recruited our newest faculty member, our clinician scientist, Dr. Ada Miller, who brings incredible expertise in youth suicide prevention.
I have never seen a time before where the legislature, the funders, the communities have been open to talking about mental health in this way. And I believe that CHAAMP could be a model of how to integrate cutting-edge, research-backed care across our state. Thanks to the funding from the Foundation of Hope for CHAAMP, I'm going to be able to take my program of research into some exciting new directions. Right now, I'm working on a project to try to investigate the links between early adversity and suicide risk among some of our youngest kids. The next step is to actually work on a research project of preteens to understand that very vulnerable transition between pre-adolescence into adolescence. Finally, we're going to be able to leverage technology to help improve personalized care for teenagers who are receiving mental health care in their primary care settings. And so that's really exciting because it takes all of the technologies and helps figure out how to deliver the tailored intervention for our teenagers in the community.
It has been incredibly gratifying to see the growth of CHAAMP across the last couple of years. Our next step in growing CHAAMP is to bring in our third scholar, who is an expert in middle childhood. Thanks to our partnership with the Foundation of Hope, we are closer than ever to conducting research across the full developmental span.
I think the Foundation of Hope is a source of inspiration. We desperately need new solutions and new treatments for the issues of mental health because it's a growing epidemic, and mental health illness research is the best way to combat these problems.
There is no doubt that the continued growth of the CHAAMP program will have an incredibly meaningful impact in families like Grayson's. But we can't do it alone. We need your help. Join us in supporting the transformational work of this truly vital program.
I've been coming here for years before I lost my son because I recognized how much good it was doing. I hope that everyone gives to the Foundation of Hope because I sat in your seats and I pray to God that no one is sitting in mine in the future.